Hi everyone, I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's reading is going to be about what surprising things are attractive about you. These are things that other people notice, and it's like very detailed things about you that other people find attractive. So I'm using a mic today because it's really loud where I am at right now. I'm traveling, so I'm sorry for the wait on this video, but I am in New Mexico and it's a city and it's very loud. Not New Mexico, Mexico City. It's very loud, so I have to use a mic. So I'll just be using one hand for this reading. These are the three piles here. We have pile number 1. These are little acidularidos. I think that's how you say it, but they're really good. They're like tahine flavored, like soft fruit candies. This is lemon. This is group number 1. Group number 2 with the grape. Group number 3 with the fresca acidularidos. I'm trying to get better at my Spanish, so sorry if that pronunciation wasn't good. So that is our 3 piles. Let's take a deep breath. Okay, let's get started with your reading. Hi, group number 1. Let's get started with your reading. Give me a minute to look at your cards. I also have some oracle color cards. So I'm seeing that you guys have a really open heart, and people really love that about you. You're very warm, and you are pretty emotional, but you've learned to use your emotions in a way that you can transmute it into something positive. It does, and you also don't like really fault yourself for having negative emotions as well. You're all about love and sensuality and the senses and things like that. So you're very creative, actually. You kind of have that embodied state of creativity. You probably wear very unique items. You probably have very unique accessories a lot, and people really like your accessories. That's something attractive about you that's pretty surprising. People will see you in your accessories and you just look luxurious. You just look like a royalty. And we do have really royal colors here with green and purple. I see those as very royal, so people see you as like someone luxurious, even if you don't think about yourself that way. And you are very inspiring through the little things, through the things that you wear, how you talk. You have an open heart. You kind of wear your heart on your sleeve. And I'm seeing that people find your emotional nature pretty endearing. It might have been hard for you growing up, or it might have been like very hard for you to navigate the world being as emotional as you are, but people actually find that very attractive about you. You use your emotions as as a way of knowing the world around you and yourself. And with that, you can be very protective over your friends and your family, and people find that super attractive about you. They see you as, I guess they see you as loyal, but really they see you as like a safe person. Like, they know that you'll hear them out. They know that you have their best interest. People find that attractive, that you are protective. You're protective because you have such a you have a lot of compassion for others, and it gives you a lot of spiritual awareness. You take your relationships with the people you love seriously. You're all about growth when it comes to love, relationships, spiritual awareness, even like nature and stuff like that. You're just a very abundant person, and people find that super attractive about you. Another thing is that people think that you're very effortless in your beauty. Yeah, they think that you're effortless. People find that very attractive. Maybe that's surprising to you, but maybe you feel like you put a lot of effort, but other people see you as like you woke up like that. They think you woke up like that. People think that. People think you do not try hard to look how you look. And you're also very excitable about your passions, and people find that attractive. People like how dedicated you are to the things that you're passionate about. People do find that attractive. Maybe you felt that it was weird how obsessed you are with your passions, but actually a lot of people find that attractive about you. Some people don't. Some people are stuck, and some people are can't find things that they like, or aren't able to present things to the world, which they're on your own journey. They'll figure it out. But it's attractive when people see you and you inspire them, being that you're so passionate about the things that you like and the things that you do. Maybe that be your work, your art. People find it attractive, even if it's obscure. People like kind of find that attractive. For example, if you're a tarot reader, and a lot of people think that that's weird, but there's a lot of people who think that's attractive about you just because they just don't know about it, and they want to learn more from you, even if they weren't that interested in the beginning. You kind of inspire people's interest in the things that you like. And you also have a very youthful energy about you, and people find that very attractive. A lot of people are serious, and a lot of people are very stoic, but you're not stoic. Nothing's wrong with stoicism, but you are not stoic. You are very excitable. It's easy to excite you, and people are actually very much like that. It's not hard to give you a good time, I think. You have a very childlike wonder and interest in things. You're very young in spirit. And you're also an excited learner. You make people feel good about themselves when they're talking to you. I'm hearing that's attractive about you is that you're a good conversationalist because you're very interested in what others have to say. But at the same time, you're very relaxed within yourself and who you are. Even though you're excitable, you're very relaxed with who you are. You're not, just because you are very excitable and you're easy to excite doesn't mean you're super changeable. You're pretty relaxed in who you are. I'm seeing a lot of Tauruses here. Taurus placements, Vedic or tropical. You don't have to be, though. I'm seeing that you're very good at your money and career and education. Whatever is something practical in your life, people find it attractive that you have it taken care of, actually. Even though you have a very useful spirit, you turn around and very relaxed. You turn around and have everything taken care of. People find that very surprisingly attractive about you. because from first glance, it seems like you're just an excitable, young, immature person. Even if you're not young, you just have that in your heart. But then when people really get to know you, they see that you actually have your shit taken care of. And yeah, and going back on the fact that you're laid back and relaxed, you're very laid back and relaxed, and you let people be people. You don't try to change other people. And when you are emotional and passionate about things, you don't project it onto other people, and people find that very attractive, because that is very attractive. You're very good at emotional transmutation. You're very good at that kind of work. You can actually help other people with that, actually, by just you being around them. People find it very attractive. People feel relaxed and happy around you. And with that, you can also be a very good leader. Pile number 1, you can be a very good leader because you have this Empress energy, and you're not having any negative traits from the King of Wands. And yeah, this just makes a good leader. And let's talk about the colors here. So you have a lot of greens, which means, like, I feel green is very much like having to do with nature and like the sap of life, like it's the most common color in nature. It's like of God, of spirit, of the universe, whatever you believe in. It's like it's like harm. It's like very much fertility energy. It's very potent, and that's the kind of like aura you have. You have a very potent, fertile aura of calmness, and youth and vitality. It's very lively. It's very lively. So people really like being around you because you make them feel alive. You make them feel like abundant, and anything is possible. That might be surprising to you, but that's the kind of energy you have at your best. And purple to me is about like grandeur. It's like wealth and royalty and beauty. And you are very beautiful. People find you very beautiful in a way where it's like top tier, like royalty. People find you very creative. People find you very youthful in spirit. People find you very relaxed. People find you responsible, yet excitable. Your personality comes through in the way you look. You can be maybe you have very soft, fleshy skin. Maybe you have like muscly. Maybe you possess a lot of muscles though, too, as well. You have a really nice body. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. People find your body surprisingly attractive. If you feel like you are on the thicker side, a lot of people find your body very attractive. And again, you are a very good accessorizer, so keep it up. People find it very attractive. It definitely elevates your style. I'm hearing that people look to you for style reference. Yeah. Let's pull some more cards for you. So this is my cyberpunk playing cards. I just thought they were really cute. Yeah, so the suits are different for me. I see the diamonds as swords, the hearts as cups, and the, what do you call this? Spades as wands. This is an 18 and up message. I'm hearing that you are very, how do I make this PG? You're very lusty. Let's say that you're very lusty, and people like really, really get attracted to that. You're a very lusty person, sensual, lusty person, and people find that very attractive. The people who you choose to be intimate with, getting a message from them that they find you very lusty, and like they're very satiated by you. Page of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. People like the way you speak. It might be, I'm hearing that that's surprising for you, that you feel like you don't speak very well, but people think it's very cute the way you speak. And people find you to be actually a very clear speaker, even if you don't have a big vocabulary. They feel that you have like a very unique way of speaking, and that actually I'm hearing that you're very well read. You're able to interpret literature in a very good way. People find that attractive. If you're in school, I'm hearing that you have if you're a student, then you have a secret admirer in class, and they find you attractive because of this, the way you speak. They think you're very intelligent and cute. And when you get into a relation, I'm seeing this more as like a lover kind of messages. The other one was more personality based. It could have been platonic and romantic messages, but this is like intimate messages. Person you're with, or the people you date, feel very puppy lovish towards you, and that's how you act. They find that very attractive. It's always new every time they see you, even if you've known them for a long time. It's very playful and new and just fresh. It's always fresh. You keep it very fresh. And it's so cute. They think it's so cute. Let's get into some numerology messages. So you have the number 1, and in my research, ones are about possibilities, about starting points, and it's just the beginnings. And this reading is the essence of that. It's like the essence of beginnings. You're very beginning oriented. I don't know if that means anything for you, but and that's what you have. You have a fresh view of things. You're just you have a very fresh essence because of your heart and your compassion, and it gives you a lot of spiritual awareness. So if you're seeing ones around, it could be a message that this is a new beginning, a good beginning. You can go along this path and be happy. It's aligned with you. So, yeah. Those are the messages I have for you today, pile number 1. Thank you for coming to my reading. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started. Give me a second to read your cards. So, this might be surprising to a lot of you. I know it's going to be, because it's not often we hear these things about ourselves, but people find you to be very pure, a very pure energy. Maybe you have Virgo placements, Vedic astrology, or tropical astrology, or if you are very into Indian astrology, then you might know about the nakshatras, and maybe you have a hasta placement in one of your primary placements. If not, then that's okay. But I'm getting that you radiate a very pure energy, and people find that kind of spiritual to be around. They see you as a very intuitive, serene, generous person. You're very generous. People find that attractive about you. You don't really feel like you're lacking by giving other people things. You're not very self-oriented. You're really not selfish. Not to say that you don't care about yourself. I'm just saying you're not selfish. You care about others in the relationships you have and the communities you're a part of. I'm also seeing some students here, like from pile 1. I'm also seeing students here. I'm seeing very scholarly people. I'm also getting that people find you attractive because you have a lot of positive thoughts. You're very optimistic. Maybe a lot of people told you that you're very optimistic. But you're very optimistic towards other people that you're with. I'm also getting that you're like dreamy, like the person next door, you know, like you got that energy, like you're very dreamy. And you are relationship oriented. Like people find you attractive because you compliment them very well, and you might hear that a lot. People always tell you that you compliment them, and every time you're with someone intimately and you go in public with them, everyone's always like, you guys make a good couple, you make a good couple. But you hear that so much. Actually, you just compliment other people a lot. You're really good in relationships. Very into like balancing and giving and receiving. You're like a really good partner. Seeing that people find that very attractive. They can see that you're a very good partner. And you have like, you just have a sense, people get that you have a very unbounded love for the people that you choose to be close to. People who are close to you are very honored by being in your life. And I'm hearing a message that you feel protected when you're in union with someone else. I'm hearing from a particular person, maybe an ex or an ex-friend, that you were a life-changing connection for them. But you're really into like merging with like larger consciousness, like the consciousness of everybody, like with the universe. If you're very spiritual. If you're not, then you just have that energy where you're like you're a we energy. You're like you're devoted. Maybe you are religious. You're very devoted. If you are religious, I'm getting that someone finds that attractive, that you're devoted to your religion or spirituality. But I'm seeing a lot of people just have devoted to something, and someone finds that attractive. Maybe a community, maybe a movement. You're devoted to it. or art. It can even be art. People find it attractive that you're devoted to your art and to art. Maybe to your children. People find that attractive. Maybe to your job. You're a very devoted person. And pile number 2, I'm seeing empaths here, a lot of empaths here. Everyone's an empath, but with this group, I'm seeing that they're very selfless. You know, they're not self-centered, and being self-centered isn't necessarily bad. Being selfless isn't necessarily bad either, but you're on the selfless side. So you have a very strong spiritual connectedness with all beings, whether that be plants, animals. People are very attracted to you because of that. They see you as very pure and kind of an angelic kind of spirit. Maybe you have an angel spirit guide. Maybe you were an angel. But people find that very beautiful and attractive. You might attract very pure people, or you might have attracted people who didn't have your best interest in the past. I'm seeing with these kind of people, because of course you would attract people like that, but you can also be attracting people like you too, that are devoted to the movement or to the job or to the family like you are. You definitely have a divine counterpart out there. Multiple divine counterparts. I'm seeing a lot of divine counterparts. You're going to be abundant in connections. It's very cool for you. I'm also seeing that people find it really attractive that you're very good at one-on-one interactions, and you can kind of get the things you want by just talking to someone one-on-one. You're very good at like forming strong connections with other people, whether that be in business, through your lovers, your family. People find that attractive about you, because a lot of people lack that skill, but you don't. And you're also good at talking to different types of people as well, because you don't really, you believe in like I said, and interconnectedness. Your differences won't get in the way of you communicating with other types of people. You also don't seek approval in groups. People just approve of you, just how the energy you carry, but you don't seek that, and people find that attractive. People find it attractive that you take time to take care of your relationships. If you're dating someone new, when they see they think it's attractive how you treat your friends and your family. They think that's attractive. A lot of people think you're very mature. I'm getting that as well. People think you're mature and they find you attractive because you're so good at talking to people. Yeah, and like I said, you're very dreamy. Very dreamy. Person next door. I'm getting. A lot of people know you too. You're kind of popular. People find you attractive because you're kind of popular. If you don't think you are, there's a lot of people who recognize you and know you as that person or whatever it is. But yeah, you're connected. You're connected. People find that attractive. Seeing a lot of wings here. So maybe you can talk to an angel, or if you're into spirituality like that, you can like talk to an angel during meditation. Maybe your spirit guides about angels. maybe the Akashic records about angels. It might be very beneficial to you. But yeah, let's pull some playing cards. So this is my cyberpunk playing deck. I thought it was really cute, so I got it. The suits mean something different to me. The cloves are pentacles for me, and hearts are cups for me, and the spades are wands for me. So with the Ace of Pentacles here in the in front of the Two of Cups, you are very resourceful in your relationships. People find that very attractive. You're able to build together, build like a foundation together, and people find that very attractive. You know how to navigate yourself in relationships. Yeah, I am seeing like Capricorn energy too as well. But yeah, you like, you are very good at making stable foundations. If it's not stable at first, then you just won't do it. You're very careful and picky about the people you form relationships with, because you do create something beautiful in the end that you want both of you to maintain. You are very give and take. People are very, like, they feel very lucky to be with you. Sometimes they don't feel good enough, but that's on them. But yeah, people find that very attractive about you. You got the 10 of Cups in front of the Lovers. That is fulfilling relationships. You just are a very good partner. People find that very attractive. Like, you can find emotional fulfillment in a relationship, whether that be with friendship, with a community. You're like the person that brings everyone together. People find that very attractive. You might be a leader of some kind of group, actually. Because I am seeing the King of Wands in front of the Three of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing that you can be a leader. You're a facilitator of a good time. I'm seeing maybe you host a lot of things. If people find that attractive, you're a very good host. Surprisingly, people find that extremely attractive about you, because that can be very overwhelming. And a good host is, to me, very attractive. Maybe you're a very good host with the parties you throw. And with the Six of Pentacles, you're very generous, okay? I think we can see that throughout this whole reading, that you have very generous energy, and people find that very attractive. You don't have a problem giving back to other people, your relationships, or even a community or a movement. And people find that very attractive, that you're very generous. Sometimes it could be because they want some, but a lot of the times it's because it shows the kind of person you are, the pure heart. I'm hearing Guadalupe. I'm also hearing December 12th. Virgin Mary. Also Hasta Nakshatra, if you want to look into that. But yeah, let's pull a number for you with the dice here. So with this 5 here, I'm seeing that you definitely could work for a movement, like an environmental movement or social rights movement, something. But you're very big on protecting and preserving things. You very much protect your community. You're really passionate about that, actually. People find that very attractive. It's like you work for the community, you work for the environment, the animals, something. At your highest self, you are a protector a warrior of your community, of the animals, of the plants, of your friends or your family. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing with 5. You're strong. You're strong enough to go against adversity. You're like the speaker of your community. You make the ideas of your community. You can be a leader of some kind. You're very attractive and powerful, group number 2. I didn't really talk about looks here, but you're obviously very attractive and people want to be around you. But I'm saying that you have like very pure looking features. Maybe that means you're very natural. I am seeing very natural. Maybe natural teeth, natural skin, natural hair. I'm seeing like very modest clothing or regal clothing. Maybe not even modest, but very clean. You look very clean. And you smell really good. I'm getting a message from someone that you smell really good. But yeah, that is what I have for you, group number 2. Thank you for coming to my reading. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands upright. We have Universal Energy, Truth, and Divine Consciousness. Give me a second to read your cards. People find your attention to detail very attractive, whether it be towards them, towards the relationship, towards art. They find it very attractive. If you're an artist, people find your attention to detail very attractive. they're kind of amazed at what you can do. They'll look at your art and they'll be like, I cannot believe they made this. This is very attractive. Like, I'm seeing what they're seeing. I don't know if that makes sense, but also, like, in your relationships, you remember things about them and it surprises them and they find it very attractive. They love it. They eat it up. And even like how you adorn yourself with like clothes or jewelry or even makeup or your hair, people can see the details you put into it and they find it very attractive and intriguing. They think that you're very like, like deep because of that. People find you to be very intentional. You're very intentional with the things you do, and they find that very attractive and mature, to be honest. And they find it attractive that you're very practical and you find like very practical ways to show that you love people and show that you care. And you like to provide luxury for the people around you, and people find that very attractive. They know when they're going to hang out with you, it's not going to be like, it's going to be a luxurious time, whether that be with the food you eat, the places you go, the scenery. It's going to be like very luxurious. That's what people think about you. They find you very luxurious person, very attractive in that way. Very beneficial to be around. And people find it very attractive that people always feel like they can learn something from you, that you have like with this high priestess here right in the middle, you have a deep inner knowledge that you need to give yourself credit for. You're very intuitive and you're very fair and you see the duality in things. You don't look at one side, you see like both sides and you consider it. Not in a problematic way, but like in a like spiritual way. Like you can lead people out of their daily reality and into a deeper experience, and people find that extremely attractive about you. You're a trip, like you're like a mental trip, like kind of like trippy. You're trippy to be around. Very luxurious, psychic person to be around. Like your eyes are open, all three of them. They also find it very attractive that you live with integrity. The things you say you follow through with, the things you feel you follow through with. You have a lot of integrity. You won't like stoop down to anyone's level. Like you find it very important to keep that integrity. And people find that very attractive about you. Like that's very attractive. You're also non-conforming, and you're very like not combative about that. That's just who you are. You're very non-conforming to social standards if it doesn't make sense to you and fit who you are. And people find that very attractive. It inspires them, actually. But people find it attractive that you have very spiritual ways of knowing. I'm sure in the past people may have called you a hippie, or people may have looked at you crazy when you said things that you were just thinking. But a lot of people find that very attractive. I'm also seeing that people find it attractive that you give them space. And that you can be kind of detached, but in a way where you give people space and you're not very controlling. And you can be very, very patient with the right people. A lot of people test patience, but you are patient with the right people. You give people time. Very disciplined person. You're not controlled by your vices at all. And people find that very attractive. Very mature. You can be very mysterious. People find you very mysterious because they don't know what's going on in your head. And then when you tell them what you're thinking, they're like, what? They're like, what the heck are you talking about? Tell me more. Yeah, you're very upper centered. Like, upper energy is very potent. People get a little overwhelmed sometimes, but it's very attractive. They'll like think about the things you say when you're not around. And you're going to find a counterpart that is the stability you need, because you have a lot of energy up here. You're going to find a partner that balances you out. It's like the yin to your yang, or the yang to your yin. I'm getting a message there like that. But anyways, yeah. People find you very attractive, very disciplined. You don't really use people for sex. I'm getting a message like that. Maybe you do. Maybe you did in the past, but it's not as important to you as the experience you have with them. Like I said, you're not swayed by your vices. You don't have a addictive personality. Or if you do, you know when to stop. You're very spiritual. Even if you're not religious, you're just, and not spiritual, you're just a deep thinker. You're not really attached to your body. This is kind of Aquarius energy, but it doesn't have to be. I'm just getting Aquarius with that detached from your body kind of feeling. Vedic or tropical Aquarius. You see the richness and beauty, like in the things around you. You see you're very rich in what you feel and think, and people find that very attractive. Like I said, very lux energy. You're also a universal translator. You get a lot of downloads. You don't even need, sometimes I think you don't even know you're getting downloads, and you just say it out and people are like looking at you like you're crazy. But for a lot of people, it makes sense to them, and it's something they never really can articulate, and you're the one that articulated it, and it's attractive. It can be scary to some people. Sometimes you scare people, but that's also surprisingly attractive. People are attracted to the fact that you scare them a little bit. It also really hurts you to lie. Like, it strains your upper energy. Like, it hurts you to lie. People find that attractive, that you prefer to tell the truth and you want the truth back. People appreciate that and find that very attractive. And you're very bold in your speech. And here's the thing, you know that evil exists, and you know that, well, not evil, but you know that these dark things exist just like the light things. And that's why you have such universal, like, divine consciousness, because you are very aware of the duality of life. And sometimes in your speech, it can make you a little bit bold. I'm also getting Sagittarius energy as well. Vedic or tropical. But you feel like life would be better if that was realized. It would be better for everyone if that was realized. And it gives you a lot of power when you accept the duality of life. You don't lean towards either. You just are aware, and it gives you a lot of power. And a lot of people don't like that, but a lot of people feel like you're very conscious. You're very powerful. You seem to be very powerful. But yeah, let's get into let's pull some more cards. So these are my cyberpunk playing cards. With these cards, I have like different meanings for the suits than a usual cartomancy reader. For hearts, it's what do you call it? Cups for me. Diamonds, it's swords for me, and cloves, it's pentacles for me. So with the 10 of hearts in front of the Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting that you're gonna find a very fulfilling relationship with yourself, and you probably already have, and you probably are starting to do that, but people are gonna see that and they're gonna find it very attractive and wants to be a part of it. It's gonna attract a lot of things towards you, and therefore you're gonna have a lot of fulfilling relationships outside of yourself as well. People see that you are either doing the work on yourself or you're very serious about your own happiness. People find that attractive. The right people do. And with the 7 of Wands here, like I said, you can be very detached from your body, and you're also very ready to leave a situation when it's not beneficial anymore. You're very brave. And people find that very attractive about you. They find you very brave. They find you very self-sufficient, very safe within yourself. People really find that attractive about you. With the 2 of Pentacles, for me, it's talking about this duality here. And with all that I talked about with your personality, you're a very positive influence on other people because of these things. You're able to like allow people to be able like teach people or like inspire people to be able to balance the spiritual part of their life and the physical part of their life. And you are able to like get people out of their rut. People find that very attractive about you, and they're really grateful about that part, that thing that you give them. Like in the traditional card is a man dancing while juggling, and that's just like the essence of you. Like you're dancing in this world while juggling the physical and the mental, emotional, or the mental, whatever you want to call it. You're just balanced. And with the King of Pentacles here, like the Queen Queen of Pentacles here doesn't have to necessarily mean a man or a woman, but your counterpart is coming towards you, who's also a truthful being with a lot of divine consciousness. Or maybe you're finding yourself, maybe. Or maybe it's a balance between the yin and the yang. A very balanced person. People find you very attractive because of that. Let's pull a number with the dice here. So with the 4 here, I'm seeing that you're very discerning and you're like intention based, like I said before. You are able to create a sacred space for yourself and others. You're like a purger of like external factors that might affect how people feel or think. Like if there's any negative ways of thinking or being, you're able to get someone out of that by purging it and creating a sacred space for them. People find that very attractive. That might be really deep right now or a very like broad thing to say, but it can be as little as like you're able to get your friend out of depression by taking them somewhere and making them see things in a different perspective, and you didn't even know you were doing that. They might have not even told you that, but that's the energy you carry. That's like what people find very attractive about you. That's what people love about you. You put things into perspective. You're a very good friend and person to be with. And yeah, that's what I have for you. Group number 3. Thank you for coming to this reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi everyone. This is a collective reading. Let's pull some cards. We don't know what direction to take, and there's a lot of opposing forces against us, and it's kind of making us feel like there's a llama. Maybe llamas have something to do with this. I don't know, but it's making us feel like there's a lot of limits on us, whether that be from financial limits, government limits, family limits, relationship limits, but we're not limited. I'm pretty sure you know that subconsciously you're not limited, but there is a lot of opposing forces against us, whether if it can it can resonate with you in any scenario, even at the world at large, as this is a collective reading, but we are not as limited as you would think, even though there's a lot of things trying to stop us, and it's very clear, and we have a very tangible sense of things trying to stop us, very physical, practical things trying to stop us. But we're actually in a very magical, bountiful time, especially through community. Let me just read what I have here about the sixes in my Herb Crafter's book here. This is going to be a lot about plants, but I feel like I should read it because it resonates very well with this reading to me. The 6 cards feature plants that produce generously and are used in community ritual, found both in the cultivated garden and in the wild. they give profusely to the land, the creatures, and the herb crafter. The plants offer food, medicine, and craft to people, food, nest, building materials, and protection to animals, and nutrients, pollinators, and protection to the land. Circling with friends is the resolution to the conflicts encountered in the fives. The confidence and productivity the herb crafter experienced in threes is magnified when she unites people for a greater cause. In the ritual work of the sixes, she combines the skill of creating sacred space she learned in the fours with meeting the challenges she encountered in the fives. In the sixes, the herb crafter awakens the power of community. There's a lot of people doing what you're doing right now. It can resonate in any situation you're in, but there's a lot of people facing adversity, and there's a lot of people very confused on which path to take. Look outside of yourself for a different perspective. If you don't have a community, that's fine. We have the internet, and you could just go outside for a different perspective, or you can look to your spiritual community. But yeah, collectively, I'm seeing that there's a lot of this doubt energy. There's a lot of this blind energy, and we just need to look outside of ourselves to seek a different perspective. And yeah, I really hope that helped you guys. It definitely resonates with me. So tell me if that resonates with you in the comments. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to my reading, and thank you for waiting so long. I plan on going on live soon to talk to you guys, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.